What's up, guys? We're doing kind of like a how-to video here.
We got some parts here for the interior for the S13. Got a dash mat to cover up this really typical cracked 240SX dash mat. I mean, you can buy these online. They're fairly cheap, and I mean, it kind of helps cover it up. It's just black, kind of like a carpet material, and you just lay it over the dash, and I mean, it definitely helps with the look, but we'll see how it turns out. We'll do it in a bit. And I also got a Nardi steering wheel. As you can see, I don't know what the heck happened to this thing in the mail. It got completely obliterated. Let's pull this thing out the box. This thing is freaking clean, man. But luckily, it didn't get messed up or anything.
So nice.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, this thing is,
that thing is
nice as heck. So we're gonna put this on, and then this is just the Boss kit. It's just the hub for the steering wheel for the adapter. We'll throw that on there also. Here, let me take it out the bag. It basically just, you know, this bolts up. See, I haven't even opened this yet. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go in the car, but we're gonna figure it out. But I'm assuming this side's gonna mount onto the car, and then this is where the steering wheel is gonna mount to. Yeah. You can see the bolts for the holes for the screws. That's just like
kind of a cover.
Yeah, I think it's just a cover to hide this metal part. Yeah, it comes with the hardware to mount it onto the car. I don't know what this ring is. I mean, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, so let's go put that on right now. As you've seen in some of our previous videos, this steering wheel is like gone to shit. It's been sitting in the sun, it's completely fallen apart. So we got that sweet Nardi steering wheel. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna put the hub on, mount the steering wheel. It's gonna be freaking awesome. It's gonna look awesome. Here, let me see if I can't tilt this up and get under here to see exactly.
I think there's like one screw, right? That's what I heard. I saw.
Yeah, I only see one screw.
Yeah, and then you just pop off the horn piece.
All right, so I think it might be loose. There you go. So that just pops off. So there's a connector here. That's probably for the horn. And then this on this side, this is for the cruise control stuff. There's no cruise control on this, so we won't be needing that. So there's a connector here.
You might be able to do a mod or something later.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you might be able to do something like that. Like hook up the...
Yeah.
I'll save that. That's a good idea. I'll save this piece, so that way maybe, you know, if I want to like put the buttons right here so I still have cruise control. So it's just a simple connector. Took that off. I'll just put that down here. So now it looks like it's just probably, I don't know what size this is. It looks like it might be like a 17 millimeter nut. So I'm going to start off just by taking this. I grabbed a 19 millimeter because that's what I think it's going to be. Let me just check. Yeah, it's a 19. So one thing that I recommend you guys is have a deep socket, because this one, it just barely fits. If you have a deep socket, it'll be better. Here, let's go ahead and break this loose. One thing also that I recommend is lock your steering wheel. You know, when you don't have the key in, make sure it's locked, so that way you're not gonna spin it, mess up the orientation of the steering wheel. You'll put it back on straight the first time. Here, let me go ahead and...
So yeah, make sure your steering wheel's all straight.
Break that loose. All right, broke it loose. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it right until the very top. I'm not gonna take out the nut, because another thing you have to do is you have to break the wheel loose. If you take the nut off and you break it loose, it might just fling and hit you in the face. I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen that until the very top. Make sure the steering wheel is gonna come off, and then I'll finish taking off the nut, and then we'll see how we're gonna mount that hub on here, that hub adapter or whatever you wanna call it. Yeah, see, look, see the nut is loose now, but the steering wheel is still locked in place. So now I'm gonna give it a good yank, and hopefully this nut will stop it from flinging into my face.
Yeah, these are kind of hard to take off.
Oh, there you go.
There, see?
So you just got to give it a good hard shaking and rock it back and forth. Yeah.
Just smacked them straight in the face.
If that wasn't there, it would have just like flung in my face probably. So now that we know that it's loose, let's just finish taking this off. It's better to be safe than have it fling into your face. Nut is off. So is the steering wheel. It's gone. There it is. That's like simple. I'm just gonna...
No steering wheel.
No steering wheel. Let's just drive it like this, dude. Yeah. Self-driving car. All right, so let me grab this hub.
Are there instructions in there or no?
No, dude, it doesn't have instructions.
No instructions.
Oh, crap, dude. This is probably the instructions. Oh, right here. So it says, please tighten the nut after adjusting the spline of boss to the spline of shaft. Otherwise, the spline of Boss is break down in very danger. Dude, I think this is like just translated
from Japanese,
and it doesn't tell you how to put it on. It just says, you know, to make sure it's tightened. I don't see any instructions on here. All right, well, let's just figure it out. So just by looking at this, it's gonna be something like this, about right out of the gate. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know if you could tell, I'm sweating like crazy. It's Texas heat is freaking brutal, and I'm wearing black and in this hot car.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways, all right, so we had to switch cameras. Our other camera ran out of battery. We just figured out where this goes. It looks like it goes right there. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose is of that. It looks pretty straightforward. This just goes straight onto here, just like that. Now, another thing you want to make sure though is, since this is straight, you want to make sure that you can bolt this up to the proper pattern while keeping your steering wheel straight, and it looks like I can just about do that. I'm gonna have to take off this pin on this horn button right here. I'm gonna put that after I mount the steering wheel. So that's the horn button for the Nardi. I'll just leave that down there. Gotta put the nut back on here. A deep socket would be the best way to go if you're gonna do this. We don't have ours right now. I'm gonna just tighten it by hand a little bit. I'm gonna get it to seat all the way down, and then I'll tighten it. Looks like it's at the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, make sure it's ratcheting the proper direction.
Yeah, just make sure you guys get it nice and tight.
Yeah, so this is another reason why I said make sure that your steering wheel is locked. Otherwise, you'd have to be holding it against yourself tightening it. See, like right here, all I'm doing is I'm just focusing on tightening it. I don't have to worry about that. So you want to make sure you get that nice and tight. You don't want your steering wheel flinging off. I'm just gonna put that there. I don't know exactly what it does, and I probably should slide this on first before I put the steering wheel on. If you want to buy a hub adapter for your steering wheel, make sure it comes with instructions and you're not guessing. And now we're gonna put the steering wheel on here. See, it's a little bit off-centered, but that's okay because it's locked into place, so we know that it's correct. And where is the hardware for the steering wheel? I think it's in the box now.
Yeah, it's right here.
What hardware is that? That came with the kit, not with the steering wheel. Steering wheel has its own hardware, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
There it is.
The steering wheel has its own hardware. So we're gonna go with the one that came with the steering wheel, because I don't know if I can trust that Boss kit stuff. Yeah. I know that this Nardi will probably be pretty good. Let me put that on here.
Maybe you should see if the bolts even go in.
Yeah, maybe. That's true. I didn't think about that. We got to make sure that it's the same thread.
Maybe try it without the steering wheel.
Yeah, good idea, man. Give it up, Tim with the smart ideas. See, here's the difference too, though. This is like chrome, and this one is black. I don't know, man. I kind of want to go with the black. It matches. It looks better. So yeah, I might take this off and go with the black. I don't really like the chrome.
Yeah, the black looks pretty nice. It goes with the steering wheel.
Yeah, so we'll just toss that over here.
If anything, we can change it out later.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not hard. Oh, okay. So I think I know what this is for. So I think this is maybe to different like horn buttons. So where's ours? There it is. Let's see if it'll work with this one or if I have to change it. Here, I'll try it over here. Yeah, see, with this one, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. I think without it, it works. To be honest, I don't even know if the horn was working in the first place. Oh. I can't get this to go on properly. Slide on, man. Shit.
So that's the adapter.
Yeah.
Adapter for the horn?
Yeah, I think so. And just to give it length, I think. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bend this up a little bit, make it easier. So all I did is just bend that up. I can bend that back down. That way, I can slide this on, hopefully. Yeah, see, now it's starting to go on there. There, now that's on. I can just easily plug this one in here. Oh, was I lying about it being easy? Yeah, I think I was lying. All right, had to give that a little bit of a wiggle, and now it's on there, yeah. And that's there. I don't know, man. Here, let's just work on putting on the steering wheel.
There you go, putting the bolts on.
Yeah, make sure they're gonna be all the way snug. So we finished putting on all these little screws, making sure they're all nice and tight. One thing you wanna do is, after you get them all on there and tighten them up, you give it a little wobble, make sure you shake it, see if there's any play left. And then you want to come back and give it one more tightening on all of them and see if it's got a little bit more to go.
Oh, so, yeah, and we got the thing on.
Oh yeah, that's right. So for this right here, I ended up just like being able to pull it forward and snap it onto the hub itself. And now for the steering wheel button, I probably don't need all of that, all that wire in there, but I already did that, so we'll just leave that. What you want to do is, you see these little pins, you want to push those in as you try to press it into the steering wheel, because that's what clips it in. I just want to push that in a tiny bit, and see, and then it popped in. Now I do this corner. So you want to be careful not to scratch your steering wheel. You should probably do this with something that won't scratch it. All right, popped it in, and now I'm just gonna rotate it, make sure it's nice and lined up. There you go. Nice, nice. All right,
that's really nice.
Let me bring this down, dude.
There it is.
This is clean.
Looks really nice with the bucket seat.
What, dude? This feels so good. Having a real steering wheel. Yeah. Nice solid wheel.
Looks really nice.
Nice solid wheel. Shake it. It doesn't bend or anything. And I love it. I love it. I was tired of that garbage wheel. So now let's grab that dash mat and finish it off in here. So this is made by the company Dashmat.
Yeah.
And we bought this on Amazon. It was only like 30 bucks or something like that, and it came pretty fast. And they're made specifically for your vehicle. They have a lot of vehicles that they make. We bought this one for a 240. Yeah. So it just comes all rolled up in here.
Original dash mat.
All right, let's open this up. Look at this. It's just kind of like a carpet material. Yeah, I just saw this. So it does come with instructions. It says for you to you gotta. So yeah, okay. So we didn't do that. You have to unroll it and leave it opened out overnight so it flattens out, because they roll it up when they send it to you. See, it's got like this roll on the edge. And then it also says clean off your dash with denatured rubbing alcohol. Or yeah, so that way you get a nice good adhesive, because here on the bottom of it, there's some adhesive strips.
And I think you put those.
Yeah, see, and they're Velcro, so that way
you can pull it off.
You glue these on here onto your dash, and then you peel this off, glue it onto your dash after you wiped it and cleaned it, and then it'll just Velcro onto your dash mat. And then it also says you can pre-shape it. So what you want to do is you want to lay it down on your dash, and anywhere that's got a kind of a curve to it, you want to manually force it into that curve. Yeah, and then it also has fasteners that you can put on if you want. I don't think we got any of those, because this dash is a pretty simple dash. So yeah, make sure you wipe it down. Right now we're not going to do the complete install with the alcohol wipe down, because we just realized that we should probably let this lay flat overnight. So we're going to do that, but we're going to mock it up and show you how it's going to look. So let's just throw that up there. Yeah, I'm going to try to kind of make it fit a little bit. So this is what we're saying. Look, if there's like some curves, you want to make sure to work it in with your hands. And you see how it's all wobbly, and it's got like some ridges from where it was rolled up. So that's why you want to let it sit overnight.
Yeah, and like
flat,
right here,
maybe
it's
with
like
some weights on
up.
it. Yeah,
and then like it brings it up there.
Also, what you can do is, you can see it's just held on simply with Velcro that's stuck onto your dash. So you can go to your local hardware supply store and just buy a bunch of Velcro strips and put it all over your dash, so you get a really good finish. So it takes in all the shapes and it looks really good. So
yeah, it already looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I know. I think it looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah,
it definitely hides all that cracked dash stuff, and
it's gonna match with this mint carpet in here now.
Yeah, the only thing that I kind of wish is I had like all matching colors in here.
Yeah.
But you know, I have the brown interior, the gray carpet. It doesn't really match, but it's okay. I think it still looks good as long as everything's clean and well taken care of. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
Clean interior, and it makes the interior look so much cleaner now. All right, there it is.
Yeah, so keep in mind, you know, it's going to be sitting really flush with the dash. So what I might actually do is, instead of just laying it out on the floor at home inside and leaving it overnight, I think I'm going to let it sit on the dash overnight.
Yeah.
So that way it already starts taking the shape of it.
Yeah, and especially with this Texas heat.
Yeah, it's gonna take its shape a little better. Yeah. But yeah, I like it a lot. Looks really clean.
I like it. I think, like, you know,
it's not as nice as having a non-cracked dash. If you have one, please take care of it, because those are hard to find. I think it cleans it up a lot.
I like it. I like.
Here, let me take a look here. See, now you got the seat with the steering wheel and the dash. Man, it's coming together nice. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's messy in here, but it's coming together really well. So I think that's about it that we have for parts today. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let us know what you guys think of the dash mat and the steering wheel. Tell us what you guys think we should do next, and stay tuned for the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Later, guys.